Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. I want to tell you about Teachers Credit Union. It's a hidden gold mine, especially for people when they become unemployed, like they just did the government shutdown. It's designed for people that are unemployed. Now, I wouldn't say it's designed for people that's unemployed, but trust me, it has your back. And I'm going to tell you some of the things that it actually offers, even when you're unemployed. First, understanding that, look, if you have a personal loan with them, okay, and you've been laid off, what they do, they would actually, what they would do, they would actually waive the payments for you for 90 days. Okay? They give you 90 days before you make your next payment. All right? Now, again, I know it's for furloughed workers, but they may also offer it for current unemployed workers. You have to ask. All right? That's number one. Number two, they waiving late fees. Okay? They waiving late fees. So if you're late on your loan and stuff like that, they're waiving that. All right. That's number two. Number three is that they will stop reporting to the credit bureaus. They will suspend all reporting to the credit bureaus about your loans. All right. Now you see why this is a hidden gem for those of us that want to be with a good credit union. I always tell you it's very important you be with a good credit union because those are the ones that you can leverage the most. All right. Now, here's something else. They offer lines of credit. They offer lines of credit up to $25,000. Navy Federal nor Penn Fed offers lines of credit. And remember, I always told you guys, with lines of credit, you only get charged for the amount you use. All right. So that's another thing that's great about this. You only get charged for what you actually used on the line of credit. Now, again, if you lose your job, well, guess what? They're actually allowing you to only pay the interest on that line of credit. So how many credit unions have you ever went to and you said, well, I can't make my payments or whatever, and they said, well, just pay the interest on the line of credit. All right. That's the reason why this here is a hidden gem. Now, it gets even better with their credit cards. Their credit cards, they will also allow you to skip a payment. Did you hear me? They will allow you to skip a payment on your credit card. Now, there are a couple companies like that I'm going to be putting together. So if you're going to go through these companies and you lose your job or reduce income and stuff like that, they will allow you to skip payments on your credit card. Most of them will allow you to skip payments like on a personal loan. As a matter of fact, even this here credit union, Teachers Credit Union, like with your mortgage payments, here's another interesting thing. If you had a mortgage with them, all right, so on the back pay, they would put all of your back pay on the end. They would extend out your mortgage so you can skip a payment on your mortgage as well. All of these credit unions don't allow you to do that. Okay. Now, for those of you like with Navy Federal, Penn Fed, I always tell you before you miss a payment, always reach out to them to see if they will offer a skip a payment or will they freeze your account, because Navy Federal will do this. They will freeze your account. Okay. So you can't use the account anymore, but they will freeze the account and they will reduce your payments to let you start making smaller payments. So this is something that Navy Federal does that actually helps people. All right. So that's something that you may want to ask your credit union. All right. But I'm telling you what Teachers Credit Union is doing for people. All right. Now, also, let's just say you need money. They're also, if you're unemployed, they also offer a loan up to $5,000. Okay. So if you're unemployed, they offer loans up to $5,000. So that's something else. And Here's the good part about it. Even on that $5,000, you will not have to make your first payment for the first 90 days. That's why I think this is a hidden gem for a lot of people, because they don't know that they offer this much. And again, like I said, they said it's furloughed, but I would almost guarantee that they may apply this to people that are currently unemployed. So I would definitely reach out to them for that. Now, here's another thing. If you're needing a loan and you need that gap in between, that 90-day gap to make your first payment, then I would tell you, you may want to look at State Department Federal Credit Union, because you get a loan from them. They offer the loans up to $100,000, a line of credit up to $100,000, the credit cards up to $100,000, and you don't have to make a payment on the loan for the first 90 days. Okay, so that may be an option for you. Also, I wanted to add this to you guys that may be unemployed and you needing help right now and stuff. I tell you to go to findhelp.org, FINDHELP. Go to findhelp.org. If you go to findhelp.org, then put your zip code in. It will tell you all of the nonprofit organizations in your community that can help you pay your rent, that can help you pay your utilities, that can help you out with transportation, help you out with medical needs, as well as baby needs. Okay? So that's findhelp.org. Also, some of you all may have some money that's owed to you from the state. Maybe there was a class action lawsuit or something like that, and the state is holding on the money. Then I tell you to go to unclaimed.org. And the reason I tell you to go there, because there are services out there that are trying to sell this here as a service where you actually can do it yourself. All you do is go to unclaimed.org, and you can put your name and address in. You may have a loved one that's passed away, okay, that's been deceased. And they may have money that's been held on to the state. And you may be able to get that money as well. Or you may have family members that are not even aware that the state owes them money. And you may be able to claim that money for them or help them claim that money. And they may share some of the profits with you. I don't know. But I'm just telling you, it's services out there that are actually selling this. Okay? Now, there's something else that you guys should also take into consideration. If you're paying on your car loan, what you can do when you lose your job and stuff like that, you may want to reach out to the lender to see if they will work with you to allow you to skip 1 or 2 payments. And so what that'll do, they will not report it to the credit bureau as a negative. They'll put your payments on the back end, and then on the credit report, they may report it as NA, okay? No activity, okay? So that's the reason why I'm telling you, before you start skipping payments and ruining your credit, to be able to do this. Now, I also told you guys in reference to, like, when it comes to loans and stuff, to get an interest-free loan, is to always go to your HR. If you're working a W-2 job, go to your HR and request to file exempt for 3 to 4 months. That way you have more income coming in, and that way you can leverage that income to pay down your debts. One of the things that somebody asked is in terms of, who does Teachers Credit Union pull from? The majority of the time, they're going to pull from TransUnion. A FICO 8 scoring system is what they usually pull from. Now, sometimes they may use Experian, but the majority of the time, they will use TransUnion, okay? Now, there's also something else. Not only can you request to skip a loan, if you have a loan with others, you may be able to reach out to them and see if they would allow you to skip a loan also. Okay, so if you have other credit unions and stuff and you lost your job, you may be able to reach out to them and say, hey, can you work with me to skip a payment or whatever, to see if they're able to do it. Now, one other resource you have, if you have a paid off vehicle, okay? Or the vehicle may not even have to be paid off, but you have equity in the vehicle. Then what you want to do, you probably want to go to a company like Yendo, YENDO, okay? Yendo.com. And they offer loans on vehicles up to $10,000 with no hard pull on the credit. Okay, so that's also an option for you as well. All right, so I hope this video helps you. If you have any question about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule one-on-one consultation. Thank you.